Welcome to the Panic Button, everyone. I'm Nina.
I'm Jessie and I'm cold.
And today we're reacting to a video of Elliot Page. Are you ready?
Healthy masculinity to me is, or even just something I've felt as transitioning is like leaning away from whenever there is some sort of impulse or expectation you've put on yourself to like shut down or conform in a way that usually feels like this, like I am closing off. I remember kind of being like, oh, Elliot, maybe you should, talk with your hands a little less, or, maybe in pictures, because ever since transitioning, now I'm like, Johnny, I'm smiling. I am smiling in those photos. Whereas I used to be so, I could barely look at a photo of myself. I was always like, and now, and I'll be say a dude's like, hey, are you Victor from Umbrella Academy? And we're doing a photo together. He's very, I'm very, yeah. Uh-huh. And like having that moment where I'm like, oh, should I also not? Like, should I also be
close off?
It's just like, what the fuck?
That's what we call female brain. That's what women do. We overthink everything. It's very common with women. Some men do it too, but they're usually more feminine men. Women, we do this all the time. Should I? Shouldn't I? Do I look good? Do I not look good? Do I look like I want to look? It's all the same here.
Yeah, it's a very feminine thought pattern, huh?
Now, when she was talking about when being closed off, was that pre-transition?
Yes, is what the theory would be there, right? I'm so happy since transitioning. That's why, I'm always like...
Anytime I have seen Elliot Page in interviews or photos, Elliot Page always looks depressed, not happy. Even when she is smiling, it seems forced, not authentic.
Yeah, when she's smiling, it's a little forced. The other thing is, this whole gender thing feels pretty forced, doesn't it? Like, oh, ever since I transitioned, now I'm smiling. I'm smiling.
Kylie.
I'm so happy.
I am happy right now, everyone. Can you tell? You can see my teeth. This is happy. I want to die.
I think that... we got a lot of comments on something relating to Elliot Page, Ellen Page. And I think at the end of the day, most people aren't going to view you as the man you want to be viewed as. And I think that you have to learn to accept that. And no matter how much you say that you're smiling because of it, you have to be happy with the choices you made. You have to be happy with them. I don't have to be happy with them. I can be as miserable with them as I want. I can technically be as happy as I want too, but that's not something I have to do. You have to be happy with the choices you made. And no matter how many times you say, I swear I'm happy, you have to show it.
Even the way that she talks, it's very tiny.
Yes.
It's not like open and yeah. Ever since I transitioned, I have been so happy. Like I feel so free. She's still she's still like closed off.
It's always still pushed though. Like none of it's authentic.
Yeah, very forced.
Yes.
Elliot, what are you talking about? Like, oh honey, you're the part of the problem.
It's the brain that's part of the problem. It's the female thinking. That's the problem. It's Elliot Page's brain. I mean, she used to be a lesbian.
Well, even at that, I'm not sure if Ellen Page was a lesbian or if Ellen Page just didn't want to be messed with by any more men.
I mean, it's definitely possible, but when you're transitioning into a man and you're like 5 foot or 5'1", however tall she is, you're going to be the tiny man
lad
in the room.
Small lad, yeah.
Yeah, so you're still going to be made to feel...
inadequate.
Yeah.
And you'll feel even more inadequate because secretly you know that you can't ever fulfill this fantasy that you're pretending you are.
Right. If she was more acting like a confident man, I would believe Elliot Page when they say that they are very happy after transition. It was very freeing.
Do you feel like it's been hard to say he, she, and they this whole time?
Yeah.
It feels like it's been hard for you.
It's only because of YouTube, because YouTube has this tendency of suppressing videos that don't use the preferred pronouns.
Vocabulary.
Yeah, so I just do the he, she thing now. It's just a lot easier.
He, shim.
Shim, maybe, or I don't know. I don't even like using they.
I know.
It's just funky for me.
Time to get funky. I don't mean this like a self brag or anything. But people like it's like, oh, what celebrity you look like? People used to say Ellen Page once in a while for me. Now Ellen Page the man, technically, by looks or whatever, right? By title. I just think it's interesting.
It's a crazy comparison.
Yeah, right. Felt better than being called Barbie from the Euphoria show.
I don't think I've ever been told I look like someone. Maybe once,
Yes,
but
you have.
I don't even remember what it was.
Yeah, you do.
Who?
I told you look like that Billy.
Oh, Carrie Fisher's daughter. I don't see it.
I think you do.
I don't see it at all.
What's her name? Billy Porter?
Billy Fisher?
No, I think it's Billy Porter.
Billy Porter?
Hang on.
It's not Billy Porter. That's a man.
It's not Billy Piper.
No, she's British.
You said Carrie Fisher's kid?
Yeah. Billy Lord.
And I do think you look like her. Not all the time, but sometimes.
I think we have different chins. I don't know. What do you guys think? You can leave in the comments below.
And I didn't say exactly.
Right. You remind me of blah,
Yes.
blah, blah.
I didn't say exactly.
Right.
We all know I have a twin. If you've met me in my personal life, I have a twin. It's my mother. It's just what it is. And then
Yeah.
my brother. If you have been around long enough to have seen,
You
my
look like your brother a lot, yeah.
If you've been around long enough to have seen my brother on here, then you know that like that's my spinning image right there.
Right. Anyway, Heretical Liberal said she literally just recited a list of generically positive aspirational qualities that have absolutely nothing to do with anyone's understanding of masculinity and called it masculinity. I didn't even catch that. I was so focused on how she was talking.
You're wild. Go off, man.
She literally just recited a generative. Wait, so feeling happy is masculine? Well,
If they want it to be.
is that what Elliot Page? I'm sorry. It takes me a couple times to watch it over and over again in order to really catch it.
Is
Sorry, Hardy.
Like leaning away from
One second. Backing up. I usually have to watch things like 500 times.
Well, even at that,
really
you know how many
everything.
people I've met who are men who are like, I don't smile in pictures.
Kanye.
Lots of them.
I know a lot of guys do.
Irish men specifically are like, oh, I'm really bad in pictures. I'm sure there's others too. But that is something that you hear out of men. Men don't often smile in pictures. They want to look more tough. Grr.
More intimidating, yeah.
Yes. You hear women being all happy-go-lucky more often than men. It's not really a masculine characteristic to be like that. It's not necessarily super feminine, but it isn't inherently masculine. And so just because you're having a good experience doesn't mean that you're having the experience that you're aligning with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Also, I think, well, when women don't smile in photos or don't smile in general, you always get that whole, why don't you smile now, honey? Why don't you give me a smile, honey? You ever gotten that? I've gotten that like my whole life.
No, because I'm pretty just like smiley.
Oh, okay, I'm not. Maybe that's why.
Even when I don't want to be, it's just kind of like it's like one of those things as a woman you start doing to
It's
like
automatic.
Disarm people.
Really? I've always found the opposite was more like if I want someone to stay away from me, I just won't be smiling.
No. You want people to think that like I've worked in retail my whole life.
Yeah, customer service.
I want people to think I'm on their side.
Ah, okay.
Because if not, then I'm against them or whatever, right?
Right.
So if I'm all like, no, I see that was really dumb and I wish I could help you out. But I'm not allowed to. You know, that kind of scenario.
Right. So even if they're like more aggressive, you can kind of disarm them.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's not like even necessarily to be malicious or manipulative. It's just that if you catch more flies with sugar versus
With honey?
honey versus what are the oil or whatever the hell they say. I don't know what I'm saying. Point is, the nicer you are, the less likely people are to get mad at you. And if you make people feel like you're on their side,
Right.
why would they be mad at you?
You won't get a belligerent customer.
Less likely.
Right.
healthy masculinity to me is, or even just something I've felt as transitioning is like leaning away from whenever there is some sort of impulse or expectation you've put on yourself to like shut down or conform in a way that usually feels like this, like I am closing off. I remember kind of being like, oh, Elliot, maybe you should, talk with your hands.
Wait, so Elliot Page said masculinity to he, she, them is
Things that make them feel less closed off.
not overthinking things, not being like all in your head.
I guess because it's followed up with being all in your head.
Right, but at the end,
Yeah.
it was I'm all in my head. So
Yeah.
you're not even like he, she, they is not even projecting into the world what Elliot Page finds as masculine, because he, she, they is going back into her head. She's. I'm just gonna say she. Fuck it. Okay, so she's.
I asked why you were doing
I
it.
know. I was trying to be good, and for YouTube and just whatever. So she's saying that masculinity to her as a trans person is not overthinking things to where you're closing yourself off. But then at the end, she was overthinking things. Is that what I'm picking up?
Yes.
A little lesser. Maybe in pictures.
This one over here.
Ever since transitioning, now I'm like Johnny. I am smiling. I am smiling in those photos. Whereas I used to be I could barely look at a photo of myself. I was always like, and now. And I'll be say a dude's like, hey, are you Victor from Umbrella Academy? And we're doing a photo together. He's very, I'm very, and like having that moment where I'm like, oh, should I also not? Like, should I also be
close off?
It's just like, what the fuck, Elliot? What are you talking about? Like, oh, honey, you're the part of.
Okay, so the masculinity that she says she's projecting, or that she says she has now, she proves at the end that she doesn't have, because she's got girl brain.
You even called yourself honey.
Yeah. Odd.
Most men don't call themselves honey. Or other men honey.
Right, no. Not unless they're gay men.
No. And even if like a man calls you honey, it's usually not like sometimes it's flirtatious, but even at that, it's usually like
talking down to.
Or
sometimes.
even like a term of affection. It's like a sweetie. It's like, oh.
Or it could be like, oh, honey.
Yes, but like when someone calls someone else honey, it's like you use that for women.
Right. So I guess the masculinity is like maybe she's like trans masculine with the personality.
I think Elliot Page is searching for answers in the wrong places, and that's the best thing I can kind of give right now.
Searching for a man in all the wrong places. You ain't gonna find it. Like, so she's looking at other men and she's being like,
why am I not like them?
Why am I not doing that? I'm supposed to be like a man.
I should be doing that, but I'm not. Oh my God, now I'm conforming to what these right-wing people say, that I should look like what I'm trying to present as.
Well, I bet she usually hangs around people who are either like feminine men or women. I don't see her hanging around some like butch masculine guys to where she could kind of take notes off of.
No.
So you kind of project who you hang around a lot of the time. And for her, that's feminine, whether it's a man or a woman. And so you're...
It is what it is, man.
That's probably like one of her first...
mistakes
when it comes to trying to project masculinity, is like who she's hanging around and needs to be switched
Also, if someone looks at you and says, are you Victor from Umbrella Academy and not aren't you Juno? Then yeah, obviously they probably are super cool with you being trans. Don't maybe overthink it in that situation. If a gay guy's around you and not talking with his hands and you're a woman pretending to be a guy, maybe don't take that to heart.
Right, because, I mean, maybe he's just not Italian.
Maybe for some reason that's just... And talking with your hands is definitely not a feminine thing.
No,
Plenty of men do it.
Absolutely. Have you seen Gavin Newsom? Even though he's feminine, he's still male.
Fucking Trump.
Yeah.
Wow. Fired.
Yeah, you're right.
America. So you're picking at things that aren't even masculine or feminine. Well, talking about how your feminine traits are so bubbly and so friendly.
But that's female. That's feminine.
It's inherently feminine traits. It's not a bad thing. In fact, I know people who are masculine and extremely friendly and bubbly. And that's good for them, because if they work in anything like I've worked in, like I said, retail, you need that to kind of get ahead in that situation. It helps you a lot. Waiting services, things like that, you end up getting more money from having more patience.
Right.
And being more friendly. And so, yes, it can be a benefit, but it's not something most men have. Most men have gruff, tough, not bubbly, honey.
Well, it seems like Elliot Page is being torn between two things. Like, because I'm sure she's heard the opinions of people on the other side saying, "Oh, she looks miserable" and stuff like that. So she's like, "Well, I can't look miserable because then they'll know
Now I
that."
gotta pretend I'm super happy.
Right, but then that's feminine, so I can't do that because then I'm projecting femininity
Now
instead
I
of
don't know what
masculinity.
to do.
So what do I do?
I'm just gonna cry on TV.
Well, the problem is your overthinking is inherently feminine, so maybe stop doing that.
And you're overthinking by applying these different genders to it. It's almost like the people who ask for there to be no gender because there's so many of them can't just figure out their own stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
And
biology
they
is
apply
going to
the most gendered terminology to things. They apply the most gendered thinking to
true.
things, and then go and turn around and call us bigots for
That's
saying
true.
that this is a gendered thing or that's a gendered thing or you aren't something different because you decided to do this, that, or the other thing. We get attacked, but you guys harbor the same thoughts we do. You just look at yourself as a bigot because of it now. That's oh honey. That's the oh honey that you're the problem.
Well, then they'll say like masculinity and femininity is a social construct, when a lot of the time it's not. It's inherent.
Are you telling me that you really think Elliot Smith is a fucking Elliot Page? Sorry, is a fucking problem when it comes to the trans stuff. Elliot Page is the whole reason nobody's getting accepted is because you can't get it through your brain that it's not like this is feminine, this is masculine. Nobody cares. You know what it is that people don't see you as a man because you're small and because you have a female face. Because you've been
Yeah.
publicly known as a woman.
Yeah.
And because your transition did not make you look significantly masculine. That is why people aren't receiving you as a man. There's plenty of people who go through the transition process, and in their everyday life, no one misgenders them. You know why? Because they worked really hard and really got somewhere and look different than they did before. And I'm sorry that's not you, but maybe you need the doctors. You have the money.
I think when it comes down to it being a passing trans person isn't just how you look, but it's also being really good at, it's being a close study. Like when you really want to learn about something, you dive into it and you find everything and you learn and you memorize and you become like an expert. I think the ones who pass the most are they have an expertise when it comes to femininity in a way, maybe not what it's like to be a woman, but femininity as a whole.
Feminine characteristics and stuff. I get what you're saying.
Right. They've done the freaking work when it comes to makeup.
Well, wouldn't you say that a gay man is normally more bubbly than a straight one?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be a feminine quality that would be in gay men. No. Hypothetically.
Yeah. And I'm not saying all the time because some people, they work really, really hard at passing as a female, but their bone structure and their face just won't allow that to happen. I mean, you can get surgeries and sometimes that does help, but for the most part, I mean, you've seen Lily Tino with the facial feminization surgery and how that worked out. Sometimes it's just not going to happen.
Still don't believe it.
Right. But if you really want it, people can usually tell that you worked really hard at it.
At the very least, that you, if not that you're passable, they can at least recognize the effort, right? Is what you're saying?
Yeah. You worked hard at it. You wanted to be looked at as a woman so bad that you really put in the studying and the work to pass as much as possible. And I think for a subsection of trans women, I would say specifically, they expect people to just accept them as that, and they don't want to do the work because maybe they're just lazy, So instead of doing the work because that's the hard thing to do, you just like shame people into seeing you the way you want to be seen, which
Well, they don't
doesn't work out.
actually. You trick people into saying they see you the way that you want to be seen.
Right, but when it comes down to it, they're just lying in order to not
Make
have
you less scary.
right, or to not hurt your feelings.
Yeah, one of the two.
Anyway, that's all I have.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Like and subscribe, everyone. Join our memberships to keep this channel going. Comment below. And if you're on your phone, you can hype up this video.
Hype! Woo, 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 woo!
And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Woo, woo.